Hello everyone, and welcome to So Many Games So Little Time. My name is Joachim.
My name is Kai.
And welcome to our weekly update where we talk about all kinds of random stuff.
Alright.
So, first of all, what do we talk about first?
I guess we'll talk about what we're looking forward to on Kickstarter and any upcoming games.
Well, the upcoming ones I'm not sure about, but I can tell you what I've backed at the moment. And one of the games that I've backed at the moment is totally his fault, and that's Beast. I didn't like it at first because of the arts.
And then I was like, there's an all-in! There's an all-in!
Because I went all out, okay? No, that's wrong. Actually, I just stepped away from it. I forgot all about it and said, hey, by the way, there's an all-in now, and the shipping has gone down. I was like, so yeah. You know what Beast is all about?
Somewhat. So it's a one versus many kind of game, where one player plays the beast and the rest are hunters trying to hunt you down. And recently they had a recent update where they have like a mini map for the beast where you can track your movements and in secret. So really looking forward to that.
Yeah, and that's another reason why I basically folded in the end, because I don't have any games like that. I don't have like many people try to find one person, the hidden kind of games. Hey, what are you backing at the moment?
Just like one more thing about Beast. I was actually looking at mind
too late.
management. It's like I looked at it. I was like, oh, this looks so cool. The concept's so crazy. And then Beast came out. I was like, all right, yeah, it's
yeah, true.
The
true.
one versus many genre to fill the collection.
Yeah.
My next one will have to be just came out recently. Senjutsu, a fight for Japan. I was so excited. I was up till midnight. I was just like ready for it. I'm like, when is it coming? When is it coming? Yes, back.
I'm laughing because he sent me a video of a solo playthrough, and then I just like, no, I don't like the board. And what did I do this morning?
Did you back it? Did you go for deluxe or?
Because it's not your fault. It's not my fault. I mean, it's my fault because I watched Netflix and there's a Japan documentary.
Yeah.
And I was watching it and I was like, hey. Then I watched it first. And then I saw the Kickstarter, like, oh, it's all these same people. And it's like solo campaign. It's like...
But then they're also coming out with another set of games. They have like the first is this one, but the next one is Daimyo, where they're going to do like a 4X version of it. And then the next one is Yujin, I want to say. I can't remember. But with the last one, I think it's like a dungeon crawl, whatever. And it goes through that Netflix series kind of storyline.
Yeah.
Which sounds really cool.
It would be pretty awesome if the 4X is in space and the dungeon crawl is with fantastical monsters. What have you guys done? I don't know.
Feudal Japan.
Everywhere. Alright. Another one that I have is Fractal Beyond the Void. If the camera's moving a lot, it's my fault because I'm bumping the table.
Me too.
Yeah. So, anyway. So... It's really stupid why I backed it. Well, stupid, whatever. Because I really like Exodus, and it's a Belgian developer, designer, and everything as well. So I'm like, support Belgium. Yeah, I'm from Belgium, by the way. Oh, big surprise. So yeah, and also it's 4X. It's also exploration a lot. There's a campaign. There's solo, which is very important these days. And it looks pretty. And what else? It doesn't play 6 hours. Yeah.
Exactly. Oh, Fractal's also on my list. Like I feel like we've both been debating Fractal, Voidfall. Fractal, Voidfall.
I'll get back to that later. but yeah, it's gonna be funny if both our copies arrive and then both of us doing it.
We can do it at the same time.
Yeah, exactly. What's in your box?
So, yeah. Oh, that looks cool. I want that.
And then I have a missing piece.
Did you upgrade to the metal tokens? I didn't yet. I don't want to. Did you?
It's a good thing my wife doesn't watch these. And if you know my wife, don't tell her. Okay, so...
I guess my go with the next one? Or?
Yeah. I had Fractal, yeah.
Next up, it's not here yet. I'm going to say, I think there's one that you want to talk about.
Actually, that's interesting. That's okay.
Okay. I won't take the next one, okay? Yeah. This next one is the next Lacerda, which will be out at the end of this month, hopefully next week. Weather Machine.
Yeah.
That's the next one on my list.
It's so complicated.
It does it. I've heard it's like more on the scale of like Vinhos, even though I haven't played Vinhos.
I'm not saying it is. It just looks complicated. But like with On Mars, once you get it, you get it.
Yeah,
So.
exactly. High complexity, but things just flow, I feel.
And it's nice and colorful. I like the bits.
Yeah,
Bits
exactly. Got Kanban hopefully coming in soon too. But yeah, Weather Machine, Vital Lacerda. Yeah.
Yeah, and apparently after a while you can combine all the games. So when you have
You change the weather. Go to Mars.
You took me out of it.
Cards.
No, I was trying to be serious. Yeah, okay, no, we're not gonna cut this.
Oh, I'm
Keep
sorry.
going.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Another one I have is Bardwood Grove.
Oh, that wasn't the one I thought you were gonna go with. Like.
Yeah, he sent me pictures or whatever. I said, it looks stupid.
That's because Merchants Cove, right? Same
Yeah,
guys.
and then I realized you told me as well, it's the same guys. And then when the Kickstarter came out and I checked it out, I was like, actually this looks good. But although I have to say, it has a high cut rate. And with cut rate, I mean, even though I back a lot of games, some games do get cut when too many good games come out. And there are a bunch of good games that are coming out in the future. And yeah, let's just say if they're all too expensive, then some games get cut. And then I'm afraid Bardwood Grove would be one of the first ones to go. But then again, I had the same with Merchants Cove. I ended up buying it retail, Kickstarter version, and more than normally. So I don't know.
So hopefully it'll make the cut.
I see what you did there. Alright, that's it for me. I mean, I was gonna do Too Many Bones as well, but it's $55 shipping to Asia, which is like, no, thank you.
Yeah, I wanted to go into what's the new one called? Uncharted.
Yeah. I've already blocked it out of my mind.
Yeah.
It's right now.
$55 shipping though.
Unbreakable and something with
I think Unbreakable.
We're just gonna live look it up.
But yeah, I heard it was like it's a standalone game, kind of like Undertow was.
Unbreakable, yeah.
Unbreakable,
yeah.
but a bit more accessible. And like I'm totally new to the universe.
Yeah.
Like there's so many good things. Like you like it, and I thought it'd be a good entry point, but $55 shipping.
But apparently they also say, because I scanned some of the comments and some people were asking, should I buy this first or the main game? And they say still just buy the main game, the core game, the base game first.
Okay.
That's still the best entry point. Even though it's standalone, they would still suggest you buy that one first. Because they have too many copies in the warehouse. No, it's not true. But, just see what you do. I mean, I have never backed I'm lying. I backed one Too Many Bones Kickstarter because most of the time it's the shipping that kills me. I just buy from their web store, small piece per small piece per small piece. But, whatever. It's too bad. I'm not going in now. It cost me around $300 with shipping included. And I don't know. It's a bit too much. I love Too Many Bones, but I can always get it later, I feel. So.
I was actually really upset when, you know how the, what are they called, chip theory games, they have that a set amount where if you back now, you get all future games or whatever.
Yeah. You're the, I saw it.
What is it called?
Yeah. It's $650 though.
That's a lot, especially when like shipping's $55. Like you're already paying for the game.
Like you're an engineer or something? Is it engineer? Something like that.
Something along those lines. But anyways, it's all full now. So
but every time they only have 10 spots.
Yeah.
So if you don't have it, a strategist, not engineer. Strategist, yeah. So $650, and then you basically get a copy of every future base game. So, and it does not include shipping though.
Yeah.
Of course, if you live in Asia, it's still a big deal.
It's the same price as a regular game anyway. So
yeah. Once again, Asia, right? If you live anywhere else, it might be better or worse.
Yeah.
But also it says base game, so people were asking, does this count as a base game? But I didn't see the reply. I imagine no, because it's an expansion, right? Anyway, we'll see. Yeah.
So my next one, speaking of Asia, going back to Japanese theme. Well, my next few might seem like a bit of a fanboy of this certain company, but my next one is from Awaken Realms Light, called Gaijin.
Mm-hmm.
So it's their like Japanese cyberpunk kind of themed board game. Not much has been going on about it so far.
No.
I guess because they have other campaigns coming up, which I'll probably bring up, or you'll probably bring up. But Gaijin. It takes place where you're in a cyberpunk Japan, Tokyo, and there's a part of the board where you're kind of hacking another part of the board where you're in real life. So I'm not too sure how that's going to play out, but it looks interesting.
Yeah, I'm following that too. Because the cool part is about GameFound, you can just follow and you don't have to pledge $1. If you follow, you already have access to the pledge manager regardless of anything. So you don't have to spend money.
Really? I didn't know that. Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
I read about that today.
Nice.
I also didn't know that. So yeah, that looks really interesting indeed, for sure. Another one that I have is what everyone's been waiting for, or many people anyway. It's on the 26th. It should launch on Kickstarter, and that's
I knew you had the dates. I knew it.
Marvel and Dice Throne. And it's really annoying because everyone I talk to, they're like, oh, another Marvel, and like no one's really excited except for Instagram, but everyone's always excited on Instagram, so it doesn't really mean much. But yeah, all my friends, except for you, all the other people, yeah, you're excited, but the others are like, oh, Marvel again. I mean, what are going to come out? Marvel Cluedo? Maybe that already exists. But anyway, so Marvel Clue. But yeah, I love Dice Throne. I really need to get back to the campaign as well. But yeah, that combined with Marvel, I don't know in what shape or form it's coming. I have zero information. But if it's similar enough, I might just end up selling my Dice Throne collection, because if it's similar enough, then there's no need to have two. But that's how far I'd go, because I love Marvel. Even though I'm not a fan of Marvel Champions, even though many people go crazy about that, I don't have Marvel United either. So I am picky with what kind of game it is. Not just Marvel, take my money. It's not like that, but yeah.
I'm excited for that as well. Like, none of the other Marvel things drew me in. Like, just the IP, yeah, I get it. Force it down everyone's throat. But Dice Thrones, like, when you showed me Dice Thrones, I love that game. Like, you can play it solo, like, really well. I'm really interested to see what the superpowers are going to be like.
Exactly, and the dice would be so nice.
Yeah.
I didn't prepare that. Anyway, and by the way, Marvel Splendor, stuff like that, please, no, stop it, okay? None of that stuff. I'm not
Marvel Love Letter?
Oh, that is something else entirely. No, I don't know. Yeah, okay. Actually, I've run out of stuff.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's all the kind show now.
Okay, well, I've got two kind of left right now. My next one, another Awakened Realms game. I don't know the exact date, but sometime next week, I think. Lords of Ragnarok should be coming out as well.
I was going to say ISS Vanguard next week.
Well, they're supposed to deliver in August, but that didn't happen. Anyways.
Shipping in Asia.
Well, they're still working on it, right?
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, Lords of Ragnarok. I was really drawn to Lords of Hellas. I
thought you were saying I was really drunk. I saw it. I was like,
Ragnarok.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. I'm gonna stop.
No. It's totally fine.
Yeah.
But like, it just the themes, like the Pantheon and Ragnarok, like going back to mythic battles. The major reason why I wanted to bring this up is because I can't decide between Lords of Ragnarok and Mythic Battles Ragnarok. Two totally different games, but I feel like one has more Viking feel to it, I would have to say. Mm-hmm. The other one's like space Vikings, space Nordic gods. They're like aliens some way, somehow. The miniatures look cool, like as you've seen like on other videos, but I like in terms of a skirmisher, I feel like Mythic Battles Ragnarok.
And then you have Genjutsu 4X coming to space too.
Many.
I keep repeating it, people believe it. When is it coming?
Damn. But yeah, that's those are the two that I'm debating.
I want him to buy both. Like, I really love Lords of Hellas. I don't own it, right? I don't own it at all, but I really love it. But I don't like. Many people have said that before. I imagine that it's too easy to win with the monster victory, and apparently they've changed that. But then they've changed a lot of other stuff as well. So I don't know. From what I've seen in several videos, it seems like you really need to invest your time before you really see the beauty of it, Mm-hmm. It's like a diamond covered in turd or whatever, and clean it and whatever, and it's like, oh. But I don't know if I don't know if I have the time for it.
So many games.
So little time. Exactly. So many daughters too. Anyway, so yeah.
Well, back with that though, I just in terms of like a skirmisher, I just don't think like Lords of Ragnarok will fill that kind of need.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like I might as well just wait for Blood Rage 2.
Oh, and one more thing about actually both of them. In both games, I mean, I'm not sure about Lords of Ragnarok, but you when you pray to the gods, the statues get built up, right? I am totally against that idea. Because the moment it gets built, the game ends. So if you spend your time painting it, I think it's way better if every time you pray, you take a piece off. It sounds stupid, but then the game starts with all the gods already there in all their splendor and glory, and it's beautiful, you know. But that's just me, whatever. I don't even own the game, so don't listen to me.
Those minis look good.
What's your last one?
Alright, last one. It's kind of like a fanboy hope, where I really hope that they come out with a War of the Rings Anniversary Edition. Because it came out 2012, the second edition. 2022 is coming up. I don't know, Ares Games, maybe? Anniversary Edition with all the expansions. I love that game, War of the Ring.
It's really good, yeah. I only played once.
Exactly, yeah. It's amazing. Yeah.
Never want to play again now.
That's it, I beat the game.
Exactly. No, I mean, we can have a playthrough at one time if people are interested. If you're interested, let us know. Then we'll get back to all of that stuff later as well, if you're interested. Okay, so...
yeah, that's it for Kickstarter Focus.
Alright, then let's move on to our next segment.
Okay, so for this next segment, I've been asked to challenge Joe over here. Board game related challenge. And I was coming home from work and I'm just like, okay, this could work. I don't know. I'll see what you think about it. So my challenge
I refuse
to play a high AP game while holding your breath every time it's your turn. The only way you can breathe again is when you finish your turn.
So if I play solo, I die. It's like, it's my turn again. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
But like with people maybe, and then maybe everyone. Or we could do a video maybe, I don't know. Like,
yeah. Yeah, I can give it a go. Yeah, sure. Yeah. And if I die, then it's your channel, right? So, no, it's a good challenge. It's a good, yeah, sure. But of course, what constitutes a high AP game? Just when you have a lot of choices, right? But yeah, I'll look in my collection.
Like you're pretty good with like AP.
I am, yeah. So I think I'll survive.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, I'm done.
Yeah. It's also why I lose so many games. Oh, I could have done this, or I pay more attention to other people's turn and say, like, why don't you do that? Why don't you? And then I'm like, yeah. Okay. Only when they want help, okay? I'm not alpha gamer or whatever. Yeah, talking about challenges, we have an idea that next week, or next video, whatever, we'll do kind of like a challenge where we'll choose a random game on yukata.de. You'll see the link floating wherever, or in the description, and or on BGA, Board Game Arena, where we will choose a game, random game, and then we'll both try to get a top score. Or we'll play X amount of times against each other and see who finally wins. Something like that. That'll be the format. So expect a lot of obscure games, okay? So that's
it was fun last time we did it. We're just like, what is this?
Yeah, we played this random football game, this random mage game and stuff like that. It was back at school when we were still colleagues. So of course, not during work hours.
Yeah.
So, all right. So that's the challenges. Basically, I'll do my best. I'll find a game and yeah.
We'll hold our breath. Well, I won't hold my breath.
Hey. Next segment. Okay. So the next one is games that we want to play now. That we really want to play now, and also the last game that has left our collection. Alright, so with the games that we want to play now, we have like 3 options. One that we own, one that we don't own, and one is a Kickstarter game that's on its way or active now or coming in the future. You know, still has to be released, stuff like that. So, you want to go first?
Sure, yeah. I guess we'll start with games in our collection.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. The game that I really want to play right now in my collection, I played half of the game, I would say. Maybe 70, 80% of the game. It's Destinies. I played it with Alex. It was really good. We both enjoyed it. 2 hours came up, and we're like, oh, we've been playing this for 2 hours without realizing. We didn't quite finish the scenario, but I want to try it again.
Cool. I thought you were going to say Mantis Falls.
We played it.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah. Again, half of it, but...
Okay, the game I really want to play that's in my collection is Euthia. You've seen... Well, maybe you've seen the unboxing. It's on the channel. But it's huge. Like, actually, I have my bag here on the left. And the whole week, I've been walking around in my bag with the 3 manuals.
There's 3 of them.
To prepare for my playthrough. And, yeah.
Rulebook, appendix, and scenario book.
Yeah, because you need a scenario book to play, because every game is a scenario. So, yeah, all 3 of these, and I really, really want to play, and of course I'll also make a video to do so, but you need time. I've read online, there was one guy who said his first game took 4.5 hours, but, he said his first play, and it was on Tabletopia, which of course always takes longer, because you're like clicking and everything. I'm not a fan of Tabletopia, okay? Like the dragging and all.
No, but it's a great way to preview games.
I'm too lazy to learn.
Yeah, that's true.
That's the honest truth. I'm too lazy to learn. Yeah, so I don't mind Yucatan and everything else because it's automated, but then the whole... Yeah, it's just pure laziness. Nothing against Tabletopia. I love you guys. I don't know you guys. Whatever, guys. Your turn.
Well, before we move on, how big's the box? Would you say it's like Gloomhaven size or big?
You should watch the unboxing. No, but yeah, it's definitely Gloomhaven size. Not as heavy, because it came in 2 boxes, and then the second box you put in the first box, I mean the contents, and then the second box you're supposed to keep because there's an expansion coming, which I like. Because not everyone has gotten their copy yet, they will release the campaign later, so they're planning it for next year now. So they first want to make sure that everybody has it at least before they continue, with the next expansion.
I like
but
that.
It's already huge, and there's already an expansion coming. It's like, stuff.
That actually leads quite well into the next game that I have, which is a game that I really want to play right now, but I don't have at the moment. Well, I do have it, but I don't have the upcoming expansion, which is the Lost Ruins of Arnak Leaders expansion. So again, I like how they released the game. We got to play it a few times, and now we have a new expansion coming out with like asymmetric abilities, new cards. So yeah, that's my next game. I'm looking forward to that one.
We're actually recording it after this video, so you're in luck, my friend. Okay, so another one the second one for me, a game that I really want to play, but that I don't have, and it's going to sound stupid, it's a future Kickstarter game I'm kind of skipping, because there's a reason for that. It's a Marvel with Dice Throne. We're there again, I know. But I really want to play it, even though I don't know what it is, right? Because to me, Roxley games can do no wrong. I have so many games of Roxley games, and I love them all.
We're going to play a Roxley game.
We are?
Yeah,
spoiler alert as well. So, because it was... When I said Euthia, I also could have said Radlands, by the way. But I already played this once, so I thought I'd go for the other one. But yeah, they can do no wrong, so I'm really excited. I will be really disappointed if that's bad. And I was complaining about Too Many Bones being $300, but I backed Dice Throne for like $350.
That's 2 seasons.
Yeah, it was a lot. But I'm just saying, I'll throw my money at them, my wallet, my what? No, I'm not over there. All right, next one.
Not that shipping. Yeah. All right, my Kickstarter one is Weather Machine. I really like On Mars. I like the Gallerist as well. We also have CO2. Haven't played that one yet.
Yeah.
Still need to play that one. But Weather Machine, that's the Kickstarter one that's yet to have been released that I really want to play.
Yeah, and I'll be there, hopefully. So then we have the one that I still have one to go, and then the last game to leave our collection. But for me, it's the exact same one. It's Oath, because I had Oath, and then I sold it to Kai. The reason why I sold it is because even though I really love it, I feel like you need to have the right group with it. And even though I played it with a group, and it went okay, but we don't meet up often enough, and a lot of people want to play new games all the time, which I understand. So I think I was like, I have so many games, I need to get rid of some. And even though it broke my heart, I mean, you can play solo, but I don't think you're supposed to play this solo. It's way better with other people. And I knew Kind really wanted it, so I just passed it on. And then I said with one caveat, you have to invite me.
It stays within the family.
Yeah.
Like it's...
So he says that I can be on the side and watch.
You can be the seventh player.
Exactly. I can be the bank. You get a coin. Anybody? Drinks? Yeah. So yeah, that's the one that left my collection and that I also want to play.
I guess the game that left my collection most recently. It's a game by... He's one of the designers, Martin Wallace. He also did GWT, Great Western Trail, and a few other games. It's called PI, which is like a kind of like Cluedo deduction game where you're competing with everyone trying to race and solve your crime with like the murderer, the weapon, the location, and you're racing to solve 3 of your own cases, essentially.
So I'm just laughing because I imagine this commissioner going up to 3 inspectors. This one for you, for you, for you. 3, 2, 1, go! It's like,
that's essentially
how is this run? These precincts. But yeah, cool. Yeah, I haven't heard of that actually. Or maybe if I see the box cover, I'll know.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It was okay.
Sounds
Like
cool.
we played it once. Like the difference between Cluedo is like you're not all going for the same one that's like kept secret in the middle. What happens is the person on your left or your right has your clues essentially, and essentially you put a marker down. It's like, okay, am I close? And then they kind of tell you, okay, you're close to your murder weapon or you're close to the murderer. The board looked pretty, but
so you also say Cluedo, or you say Clue?
I say Clue.
Oh, okay.
But
I'm from Belgium, that's Cluedo, and that's why I say Cluedo.
okay.
It's called a Dutchism, where you take a Dutch word and you make it English. So Cluedo.
I have a French friend. She says Cluedo as well.
Yeah. I guess they changed it for those markets because we cannot say Clue.
Yeah, something about Europe, just like Cluedo.
Yeah. We like dough, money, whatever. Okay, right.
Sound of Music, Austrian maybe. I don't know, I was going with do, re, mi, fa, so.
Oh, okay. You lost me there for a second. I was like,
it was a stretch.
They said Austria, and I was thinking chocolate, but that's Switzerland. So yeah, I was completely gone. Completely the other way.
Oh, one quick mention though, a game that would have left my collection because I'm trying to sell it now is Star Wars Rebellion. So I might get some hate from people, but
that's 1 versus 1, right?
Yeah. Well, it's similar to War of the Ring. You could do like 2v2.
Yeah.
But I just think War of the Ring does it better, in my opinion.
I was about to say maybe we should try and I can buy it, but now I don't want it anymore because it just says the other one's better. So just wait for the anniversary edition of War of the Ring. I still want to try it though. I think it'd be, the theme is also cool. I don't know.
We could give it a
go. But why do you think War of the Ring is better? Or is that a whole different video?
I think, just very quickly, not so many words, just I think I enjoy the theme a bit better. I think it's a bit more thematic.
Yeah.
Like, you're like hiding from Sauron, like the shadow, or you're hunting the ring. And Rebellion's kind of similar. You're hiding from the Empire, or you're hunting down the planet. It's a bit of an easier game to get into, I would say, Rebellion, than War of the Ring. But I don't know. I just like the massive amounts of minis moving.
Yeah, that's really cool. It is really cool, and especially if you see like all the pimping, the upgrading your game that you see on Etsy and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Like imagine if there's an anniversary edition, they might put all that bling bling on Kickstarter.
Just have all the strongholds and then
yeah, it'd be nice.
It'd be cool.
It'd be nice. Okay.
Next segment.
Here we go.
So our next segment, something that I hate and love about board games. Not both, but separately.
I'm conflicted.
It's a love-hate relationship that we have with board games. Like, money, take it.
Yeah, I love money, but I want it.
So I guess maybe I'll go with I feel like everyone hates this about board games. It's a bit of a cop-out.
No, what?
What? You hate that about board games?
I just hate it. Yeah.
And this is a bit of a cop-out because I don't think I hate anything in particular other than not having enough time to play board games.
Yeah.
Is that yours?
No. I went for something really simple. Really stupid in comparison. But yeah.
So I hate not having enough time to play all of these games that we have.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I could have. Yeah, same here actually. But I wrote down something else, and this is gonna sound really stupid. This is actually good for. This applies mostly to people who do meetups with people they don't know. Because if it's friends, you can just say it and it won't happen. But with strangers, it can happen, and it has happened a bit too much to my liking. And that is people who go to the restroom when it's their turn. Like, really? Really? Why are you going to the restroom when it's your turn? Because, I mean, if I have to go, I'm always like, okay, quickly do my turn, I'm going to go. I'll be back as soon as possible. As quickly as possible. Of course, in 1 versus 1, it's more difficult. But with 4 people, you wait, right? I mean, we've had it where we had to wait 40 minutes for someone because they were like doing their turn. You know what? I'm going to go to the restroom first. And it was not like, I have to go. No, it's just like, huh. And then they left, and then they came back. It was 40 minutes later. And it's like, what should I do now? So, yeah, I mean, I'm talking about years ago, this example, right? 5-6 years ago. So, yeah, it's happened regularly when people, I don't mind if you go to the restroom, but then do it on your turn. I mean, no, not on your turn. Not on your turn. Do it when your turn is finished, right? So at least people know, some time passes.
Yeah,
right?
I agree with that one.
Yeah, or of course, if you have a condition, there's something else, right? But I'm just saying, those people didn't have anything like that, all right? As far as I know. Now I'm just talking myself in circles. Oh.
Okay, so the next thing is, so something that I love about board games, and I think like a lot of people share the same sentiment, is when, after you play a game, everyone's just like, wow, that was a great game. And like you have like mini discussions here, like you could have done this, or you could have done that, and just like there's just like a huge just mutual like that was great, like not just like the gameplay but the whole interaction. I feel and like there's a few games that I think like they're mostly big epic games like that take a bit longer, maybe like Dune, War of the Ring. For like TI4, I've experienced that a little bit just because I don't really know what's going on still. I was like, wait, you can do that? What's going on? But it's been mostly like those big epic games where it's just that was good. Like you did a great move there and stuff like that.
Yeah, I have a lot to talk about afterwards, And TI4 is a bit of you need to study a bit in TI4. And not only before but also during the game, just to keep up to date of how everybody can win and everything. But definitely there's so many games that we can say, oh, we had that game where you did this, that was crazy, and you helped him, and you said last game you weren't going to help, and you helped him again. Stuff like that.
So why are you picking on me?
Yeah. Why don't you go to the toilet on your turn? Stuff like that, And but stuff like that, It's really, I totally agree. For me, it's friendly rule Nazis.
Friendly rule Nazis.
Like, you can play with people, right? And they read, like you're hosting and you've studied the rules before. And often there's other people as well who also study the rules. And it's really nice if they just help it along, right? Because it's normal to make some mistakes. You can see it in our videos too. Sometimes you make mistakes, whatever, right? It's human, it happens. And I really like it when people are all friendly about it and we try to make it work, all of us together, right?
Especially for like a first gameplay.
Yeah, exactly. And then just like, this whole, it helps towards the rest of the game as well.
Yeah.
That people keep an eye out. I appreciate it when people watch a video before a game and everything as well. So it also makes the game go faster, right? And we're better prepared. That's something that I really like about, but you can see I just took random things because I have a long list of everything, but I just randomly chose. Because we've been doing this a lot every time. So yeah, I think I should have gone a bit grander with my choices. They seem really stupid in comparison now.
Well, no,
Toilet and rule Nazis.
But I think those are good because I think mine just applies to everyone. Like
of course. It's a good balance.
But people, I can totally see where you're going from, but I forget about those moments. Like, yes, I agree with that.
It's what every Belgian thinks of. No, that's not true. That's not true. It's just me. Okay. Let's just go to the next segment, shall we?
Next segment.
Okay, so the next one that we're doing is Kickstarters that we regret backing or that we regret not backing. So, of course, the not backing is after the fact. We see like, oh, wait, this is actually an amazing game, right? And then regret backing is like, why did I do this? Should I start?
Sure. Yeah. Sounds good.
It would have been funny if you said no. I was like,
I'm gonna.
so I could have said Dwellings of Eldervale. That's really suitable there, but I'll leave that for later, for a different time. I chose. I chose. I'm not editing any of this. Screw it.
I like it. It's good.
I chose Voidfall
Ooh.
for both because Voidfall, we talked about it for the whole span of the Kickstarter. Like, should we not? Should we not? Okay, we shouldn't because the tiles, they don't really look like space, and I'm not sure if it's going to be good. Oh, but it has 12,000 backers. And it's Minecraft games. They make so many good games. Yeah, it looks so nice as well. I'm so gonna regret it when they start delivering and everything. So basically, there was no good solution. If I backed it, I would have been like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have backed it. And if I didn't back it, it's like, maybe I should have backed it. So it was the first thing that came to mind for me was Voidfall. Like, I hope it's gonna be amazing. I'll be happy. But there's a part of me that says like. Maybe I shouldn't have.
So wait, you backed it. You backed it.
I backed it, yeah, full on, all in.
All in. Oh,
of course.
Not even the $1.
I backed for 20 copies. No, that's not true. Just
retail,
retail. I'm now a brick and mortar store. No, but I did all in plus the extra metal stuff. Whatever. Yeah.
Okay.
I have no soul.
Honestly, it was such a great campaign. Like even. If you read the updates, just like the story that they had going on through it all. I $1 backed it just because.
Well, much to the annoyance of some people who watch our videos, I don't read updates. I cannot sometimes I read updates, but most of the time when I read updates is when I think they start delivering. That's when I start reading updates. Which
is fair.
But during the campaign, I already made my main up. I already made my mind up most of the time. And then I'm like, I don't have time for all that stuff. I check it at work, and so no. And at home, I spend time with my daughters and everything. And after that, I mean, I could, but sometimes I annoy you guys for not checking during unboxing. Like, well, you didn't know about the plastic cards? No, I didn't know. Or you didn't know about this? No, I didn't know. I like to be surprised. But anyway, sorry. But now you know the reason. I guess.
I mean, I agree with that as well. Like, there's both sides to it. Like, some people are just like super on it, whereas like sometimes you like to be surprised. It's like, what?
Some people are super often.
So the game that or should I?
Yeah.
So okay.
Sorry, you.
So to go off on like the $1 pledge thing, that's pretty much all I do. It's like, do I want it? I don't know.
It's the Oprah of Kickstarter.
$1. Yeah, you get $1. You get $1. Hey, why not? £1? Okay, it's a bit more. Okay, you get it. But
and then it says no access to pledge manager. What?
Yeah, that's what upsets me. It's like
that has happened before as well.
But yeah, so like, so I'm gonna go with if I had instead fully backed it and not put in $1 pledge, and this game, we've talked about it before, and we're both fans of the story and the lore. It's The Witcher.
Yeah.
The Witcher.
Was that $1?
Yeah. $1 as well. It's pretty, but I don't think it's anything that we want it to be. Like, I recently just beat the whole game, I think. Not to 100% completion, but like the base game and both expansions.
It's impressive. I didn't get there.
Thank you.
Two tries.
I don't know what to do with myself now that it's over. But I just, from looking at the game and going through the campaign, it just didn't feel like that sort of experience. Well, obviously, because it's a video game versus a board game, but...
the game was very underwhelming,
I
felt. The gameplay and everything. And I would have bought, I have the $1 pledge, but if I had a man cave and a bunch of shelves that were not completely full, I would buy it, paint the miniatures, and just put the miniatures on display. But the game would not be played that often, I think. So yeah, it's a $1 pledge, but it's not going to materialize in anything more.
Yeah,
it's kind of disappointing.
If I went in on that, that would probably be one that I regret.
Yeah, I have another one for that's it. So Voidfall was both, but I put it in the category of regret or just regret in general. Maybe possible.
So you regret backing and not backing?
Both. It could go both ways, right? I don't know why there's two of them, but anyway, it's a bird. Yay. But I also have Pillars of Eternity. Now, video gamers, computer gamers, they'll know that Pillars of Eternity is a video game. Right? Computer game has also Pillars of Eternity 2 now, if I'm not mistaken, a while ago, a couple years ago. But they also brought out a board game, and I was really excited. Oh, I had all the characters, and I bought it. And it was way before we had a channel. I think I was even still in Belgium. That's 8 years ago. Could be. It's a really long time. It was Kickstarter already, but there were hardly any board games back then, I think. I'm not sure. But a long time ago. You can look it up. Or I can look it up. Whatever. Someone can. But then I played it, and I was so disappointed. It has like a weird system. Like when it's your turn, you grab a couple of resources out of a bag, you choose the ones that you want to use or that you can use. You use them, and then the rest go to the next player. And the next player also draws. It was like
a bag drafting kind of thing?
Yeah, but then you get the remains of the previous person plus what comes out of the bag. So it's like a ton of things, and it goes around. And it's like for example, if you have 10 tokens and you use 5 of them, I get the other 5. I can use 3 of them. I pass it on. And then it's my turn. I take 5, and then you always had like these mega turns, but it didn't feel like anything. You know, it wasn't very challenging or whatever. It looked okay, but anyway, after 2 plays, I sold it. So I really regretted backing that one. That was really something that, man. Do you have any games that you decided that you regretted not backing when they were happening?
I do, actually.
So many.
Every single game that I don't have in my collection. But this one I've, I saw it when I was first getting into the hobby. I'm just gonna say it's Nemesis. I just like the idea of just space and aliens, Ridley Scott. But I really regret not backing it, Nemesis.
Yeah, that was one of the games that got cut. Because at one point there was a Kickstarter, and I was also for the expansion, for the standalone expansion.
Oh, Lockdown?
Yeah. That was also, I backed it, and then in the end I got cut for other games. I don't know, Pillars of Eternity, no, that's not true. For other games, but yeah. I played it with a friend of mine, and it was really good. But then the reason why I didn't buy it is, once again, for the friend, the group, your gaming group, right? Yeah. I don't think it really translates to my gaming group, the people I play with most, which is the people who live in my village and so on. Because there, when we play, we tend to start at like 10 p.m. and like Nemesis can take a while, so it's more difficult to get to the page. It doesn't really have much to do with the people, actually. It's more like I only play with them at that time. So if I were able to play with them at a different time, I would put it at the table, but I cannot. So that's why most of the reason I would have to do specific meetups to play it, and I already have too many games that require that. So yeah. So I was hoping Kyle would buy it.
I've been trying to, but it hasn't been working out so far.
So if you have a copy of Nemesis that you want to sell 200% price, then maybe not here. But if it's cheaper.
Yeah, Nemesis plus the Aftermath expansion specifically.
Okay. Yeah. It is really good. I played the wheelchair guy. It was really funny because I kept getting attacked by aliens and I kept defeating them. And people were like, oh, it's so weird. Yeah.
You're just zooming around, just like...
Yeah. And there was one scene where most of the table forgot that people could kill other people. So they were in a certain room together, and then some other guy flipped the switch. Doors closed, no air, they were both dead. And they were like, what? It's like, it's the game, man. It's all in the game.
That's what I love about it. It's just about the process and just making your own story.
Yeah, it's really cool. And I like that they included all the characters, like the wheelchair guy and all that other stuff and everything. It's cool. It's it tells a story that you remember.
Alien IP, not IP. Nemesis.
Yeah. True.
Alright, next segment?
Yeah, next segment, yeah. Okay, and then this is just for the people who don't always check our channel. That is, we just talk a little bit about the recent videos, just let show you here what it is, right? But not here, because then you can't see kind of. We're not even saying the titles, nothing's going on. So basically, the videos that we did last is unboxing of Euthia, unboxing of Mantis Falls. We have Radlands that we played and unboxed. We have Set a Watch and its expansion, really good. But really good is not a game. It's just Set a Watch is really good. Exodus we did. I think that's about it. Did I miss something? Role player. Yeah, role player solo. This will then continue into role player adventures. Yeah, so all the links are in the description of those last couple of ones, but you can just also check out the channel. Right. All right, that's a very short segment.
On to the next one.
Yeah.
All right, so this next segment, it's called Top 5 Things That You Like About Board Games.
Yeah.
Right. I don't think any of ours are in any exact order.
No.
But do you want to go? I'll do one.
More.
You do one.
Yeah. Okay. All right, you go first.
All right. Wait. Did you have it in order?
It doesn't matter.
Oh, okay.
I'll put them in order anyways.
Okay. Okay.
Also,
so the first thing I want to mention is the puzzle. I like games that are high puzzle games where you're not only trying to work out what everyone else is doing, but you're trying to figure out what is actually happening on the board. And maybe it's like an engine building, or maybe it's like some sort of take that, or pick up and deliver. And you just have to kind of work out where things go and how things work. I really enjoy the puzzle.
Yeah. So mine is snacks.
Snacks.
I'll put it in the context. When I started the hobby, like, I don't know, 10 years ago or something, it was just a way to have, when friends came over, we would play, but then we'd always have like really nice snacks, like, cheese cut into cubes and olives and feta cheese and wine. And okay, now that I play in Hong Kong, it's chips and chocolate, whatever. It's more like candy style stuff, just chips and nuts and everything. But back then it was really nice. Like, I was looking forward to the snacks just as much as the games. Now it's like game snacks, but back then it was
that sounds great, like a full charcuterie board.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's just really nice. But then also in Belgium, much more space, bigger tables, space for food. Hong Kong, yeah. So yeah, snacks definitely, and of course, like when you go to a meetup cafe, like a board game cafe, you can still order food, but it's not the same as having your own snacks there and everything. Or like tortilla chips with guacamole. Oh, amazing.
Snacks. That's a good one.
Snacks. Yeah. Snacks.
All right. My next one would have to be, I guess, similar along those lines, just the social aspect. Right. Just coming around or having friends around.
Ding ding ding. I have that too. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So there's a bit of a crossover there. Just the social aspect. Going around gathering around a table. It's like, oh, what game do you guys want to play? And then you can have.
And then they always say, "You choose. We don't know."
Yeah. It's like, well, what do you feel like? Do you want to work together? Do you want to mess each other up? Like, take that? It's like, I don't know. Just like, thanks, guys.
It always ends up with us choosing a game.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody knows you have board games. People come over, and it makes sense because I remember when I didn't do the hobby and I visited people who had tons of games. I was like, oh, okay, choose something.
Yeah, it can be a bit overwhelming.
And then if you choose one, they were like, oh, it's going to take 5 hours.
Yeah.
Why are you making me choose?
I feel like we should have a label system. Okay, this will take half an hour, this will take 12 hours.
That's what somebody asked me at school, at work, yeah. So they were like, oh, you mean you don't have an Excel file that says this game is perfect with this for all your collection? No. I mean, maybe I should, but it takes so much work to set it up.
I tried to start it.
Yeah, but I mean,
the more games you get, it's like,
yeah, I'd have to catalog 190 games or something.
Yeah, just trying to build formulas. Okay, what's the best one for this particular situation?
Yeah, and then ding ding ding. I don't feel like that one.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. No, it's a party game. Next.
Are you sure your friend is coming? It'd be better with 3. Exactly. Anyway, yeah, not that bad. I mean,
sometimes.
Yeah. What I had at number 4 was strategy. So I guess it's a bit with the puzzle, like you, just being able to try out different strategies and then always finding ways to reach certain points and everything. Like for example, with Oath alone, there's so many ways that you can go and influence other people, and it's just for every game. That's why I've kind of outgrown the very simple family games because they're so limited. Right? For example, Ticket to Ride. Well, much strategy. I mean, you just choose where you have your tickets, so you're pretty much stuck there. Stuff like that. It's very. I mean, I like playing it, but the enjoyment isn't there as much anymore as it was way back. By the way, if you buy games again out of nostalgia and you have lack of space, don't do it because you'll just end up selling them again, like I do. But I've owned Ticket to Ride 3 times already and sold it 3 times just to show it's good, but not good enough to keep apparently. Anyway, so I'm ranting again. But
I'm the same with Catan. If you know,
I've
had it so many times.
You should buy the 3D version.
I don't know if that's worth
expensive.
it.
Yeah.
Might as well buy a 3D printer like we were talking about before and just print our own stuff out.
True. So yeah, strategy. Just challenging yourself. For example, last example, Newton, really good solo, really nice. Should really.
I want to try it.
Yeah. Well, we shall next week. No, we'll see.
This got me thinking about his next game, which is also I keep getting reminded to finish my pledge manager for it. Darwin's Journey.
Ah, yeah.
I just I keep looking at it. It's pretty. It's just will I bring it to the table? I don't know, but I want it. Anyways, back to things I like about board games. My third one will have to be immersion and theme. I like a good board game that just draws everyone in. Like everyone likes the theme, and the mechanics just work so well with the theme, and you just actually feel like you're a part of the universe.
Like Plague Inc. and the Pandemic.
Pandemic doesn't quite feel like you're in a pandemic. But
that is true.
I hear the legacy version is quite.
Oh really?
Quite good. Yeah. Or Betrayal, maybe.
What would be your favorite game for immersion?
It's
Bordering.
Yeah. Lord of the Ring is definitely up there. I can't think of another one right now. I mean, I like Anachrony.
Yeah.
I like the time travel aspect of it. But
Destinies?
Destinies,
I don't know.
because it's a narrative game.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's quite thematic. I guess, or
Yeah.
it is immersive. It definitely pulls you in until the narrative draws you in. In terms of the mechanics, I don't know if they're quite as thematic.
Yeah. Cool. Next one I have is tension. I have it with games like Twilight Imperium, 4th edition, and everything. And when you think you're winning, you think you might have a shot, and then you know the game is going to end soon. That tension, it's like sometimes you can because we have a friend and he wins a lot of games. Shout out to Miguel. We all hate you. And no, we don't, obviously. But he wins a lot of games. So when we're in a game and you feel like, I might actually beat him this time. You have this rush, right? There's this tension. Okay, am I really doing all these calculations correct? Am I really going to be able to win this time? And then add up the scores, and then he wins by 1 point. But just the fact, it makes you feel more alive. It's
I agree.
It's really cool. It's like with Twilight Imperium as well, because there you're a lot of negotiation, and of course you always want to have the upper hand. And okay, you do this right, you're gonna get so screwed. Stuff like that. So
then everyone gives Miguel what is it for the throne? What's it called?
Oh yeah, support for the throne.
Support for the throne.
They keep helping him. Yeah, it's really annoying. So, but anyway. It's just the tension. It can be with simple games as well. For example, if I'm at the table and someone is boasting too much, then game mode is turned up a couple of things. Then it's okay, you're boasting too much. Now
You're going down.
we're gonna bring you down a peg. This is supposed to be fun, relaxing. You're flexing too much. Okay, this is on, and then the tension comes. Right, it's locked in. Yeah, doesn't happen often though, I have to say. But once again, with meetups with strangers, it can happen. And, So anyway, tension.
I like the tension as well with tiebreakers sometimes. It can sometimes be upsetting because it's just that's dumb.
That's dumb.
Well, that one time we played Artemis Project.
Yeah.
And we tied. So the person that ended their turn last wins.
Oh yeah, or the person left to the star player. Is that? What?
Yeah, it's
what?
Not
Just because of
resources.
my seat or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a bit underwhelming, but
I agree with that. Yeah.
Alright, and my next one, I guess it'll be my fourth one. Again, mine aren't in a particular order. Would be the components. Just like the tactile feeling. You got metal coins jingling. You throw them. Well, you don't throw them. Just drop. Yeah, take it. The sound of wooden meeples on boards. It's good.
Especially when someone does this on your cards.
That hurt. That hurt my heart. What's this one? It's which one? This. I can't.
Yeah, if you have long nails, don't tap board game pieces. Okay, they create it. Yeah, that's it. When we had a meetup, at a board game cafe, that happened.
Yeah,
it wasn't good.
No, it's a pet peeve of mine. I still feel it. I'm gonna forget about it.
It's like people having cards and then they do yeah. What are you doing? Anyway, now I'm turning your components into a nightmare. But I agree, that's why we go all in.
Yeah, exactly.
Because we're not gonna settle for cardboard pieces, right? But all in isn't always that good either, because I did the unboxing for $2 Donuts, which should be online soon. Well, by the time you watch it, probably is online already. And spoiler alerts, the acrylic upgrade was actually quite disappointing because of bad lighting and coloring and everything. I didn't get it for once, so I was actually happy. But there were so many complaints about it, so it's
hit or miss, I guess.
Yeah. Well, thankfully, there's a lot more hits than misses. Yeah. Otherwise, people would go on it. All right. So, then I have my last one because we tied on social, right? My number one. I have to say I did the top 5 really, really quickly. But anyway, my number one is the reason why I got into the hobby, and that's exploration. Exploration. That means I want to play every game. I want to see what it's like. I want to see the world. I want to discover games. That's the reason why I play games. Yeah. Not to win. I don't care about winning. Unless someone's, yanking my chain or boasting too much, then it becomes something personal. I took it personal, like Michael Jordan says. But anyway, but then it's just all about and that's why I back so many freaking Kickstarters and everything, because it all looks interesting, right? From the $20 ones to the $500 ones, whatever. I don't back $500 ones, but
500 Hong Kong. That's
if you ever come to Hong Kong, there's a meetup group here called Gamers on Board, and that's one that I started 8 years ago. And this description, I don't know if it's still description, used to be just to explore games and to discover how they tick, what you can do.
Oh, that's nice. I actually didn't see that.
Yeah, but now I'm no longer. I passed the torch after my daughters started appearing out of nowhere. Yeah. So I didn't have time anymore to do all that. So yeah. But if you're ever in Hong Kong, check out Meetup and Gamers on Board, and I'm sure they'll be welcoming to you. That's my number one, exploration.
Well, that perfectly segues into my last one, which is the community. I love and enjoy the community, the feedback, and even just on BGG, just the amount of content that's out there, people doing reviews, people giving their opinions. It just makes me feel more informed about a game before I purchase them, or I play them. Just the community. Everyone's very supportive. Everyone just loves board games and is always down to play.
Yeah, and also just you're playing a game and you're not sure about a rule, BGG up, you get an answer, and it's
community. Great.
Yeah, met a lot of people that way as well.
So that's it for me.
Things. Okay, now let's go through the next segment then, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, I should do it, right? Okay, I'll start. Okay, and then it's our final segment, and it's the mailbag. Now, of course, we don't get any physical mail. I don't think we get emails, because I should check that email more. But I'm pretty sure. I think, it's on my laptop.
True.
We don't really get emails, except for blah, blah, blah has commented on this video. But it's always better to contact us on Instagram. That's probably a safer bet, or just send a message on YouTube. But the mailbag is people who have requested things on various videos that we talk about, or if you have a specific question, but also the games that we will be hopefully receiving soon, either be it we ordered it from Amazon or somewhere else, or we get it Kickstarter delivered, stuff like that. Yeah. So, first off, we only have 2 mailbag messages from people. First one was Mark Cruz, and he asked for more Twisted Fables content. That has slowed down a little bit, but that's also because Kyle and I used to work together, and then we were able to record a lot of stuff together. And then Kyle got a much better job offer. So we're still in Hong Kong, obviously. But then it's a bit more difficult to meet up now. But it's definitely in the plans because we still have to play with the relic cards.
Yeah.
And we still have to do a 2 versus 2 as well, which we can do a meetup for. And then crush some noobs. No, I don't mean that. Just play with other people.
I'm down to crush some noobs. I am Sleeping Beauty.
You didn't tell me that rule. Oh, didn't I?
Oh,
Too bad. So Mark, we got you covered. It's definitely on the to-do list because it's a great game.
Yeah.
So,
really enjoy that game.
Yeah.
I enjoyed reading the lore as well. Like the backstory.
Yeah, the story
really
is
good.
really, really gruesome.
Yeah, a bit weird some of them, but
yeah, but I like it. I hope they come out with expansions as well. That would be an instant buy for me too. But then I wonder if they would go to male fables or not. Fables, yeah. Male fables, or just go for female fables.
Oh, that's true. They're all female fables.
Yeah. I will see. And then Adrian Panetto, I don't know. I'm sorry. One of those, right? Asked for the yokai. So, Night Parade of 100 yokai to play this in hard mode, which means solo, but then against 2 opponents. And I will. And I'll do you one better. I'll do a random mix of the races. I'll do it with the base races and random mix because I don't like playing with the bears because the bears punch, and against the AI, they punch a lot. So it's not easy. So I wonder if it's easier if I do solo against others. So with the hard mode is you play against 2 factions.
Just a bunch of bears.
Yeah, I think I'll just get completely owned. But we'll see. It's hard mode, right? I can't even win on easy. But I'll try. I'll show you what it's like. And then maybe you and many others are way more strategic than I am. Which I'm pretty sure that's the case. But anyway.
That sounds entertaining. I'm down to see you get pummeled by punching bears.
Yeah. It's almost Halloween. Anyway.
True.
So that's basically the people who requested stuff. If you have any requests, just tell us in any way that you can.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah.
Any
games that you have coming in
that
you're expecting?
Oh yeah, so there are a few games that I hope will come in. Like we were just talking about the whole shipping crisis, global shipping crisis going on right now. But here are some Kickstarter games, some games that I've pre-ordered, not through Kickstarter, that I hope are coming in. The first one is Merchants of the Dark Road. And this is more of like a rondel game by Elf Creek Games. They've made Honey Buzz, which I quite enjoy as well. I'm really looking forward to see what this game has to offer.
That was one of the games that got cut.
Was it?
There's a lot of games that get cut. Yeah, but I don't know for what. But it looked really cool, so I'm happy you have it coming in. I'm really eager to try that.
I can't wait for that to come in. Hopefully it'll come in maybe in November. We'll see. I think they're shipping right now based on the Kickstarter updates. But you can go on the Kickstarter and take a look. The next one, I've been waiting for 2 years for this game. Just because we're in Asia, it's been hard to get a copy of it. Cosmic Frog.
Yeah.
Cosmic Frog. I've been waiting for so long for this game.
It's coming from outer space.
Oh, yeah. A game about 2 mile tall, gigantic beings that are frogs that just eat stuff. It's great. Like the art looks pretty psychedelic. I can't wait for that to come in. And I'm hoping that it comes in sometime before the end of this year.
I'll make sure they saw some pictures just now.
Yeah?
Right. It's cool art, it's true. It looks really cool. Because they eat planets and stuff, no?
Yeah, they just eat everything. And then you can punch each other. You can punch each other into the next universe or galaxy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's great.
All right. Anything else?
I've got 4 more.
Okay, yeah, because I have a super long list, so
Okay.
you do stuff first, and then I'll just rattle it off.
Okay.
Because I'm not going to give any information about my games, because it's too much.
Fair.
Sorry.
The next one would have to be The Loop.
Mm-hmm.
I know they ran out of copies and they're doing another print run. I'm hoping it comes out before the end of this year. I mentioned earlier that actually no, I didn't. Well, I'm planning on selling Pandemic, and I'm hoping this will be the cooperative game that kind of replaces that hole, The Loop. And so The Loop, you can take a look at as well. You're chasing down a doctor who's traveling between different timelines, and you have to stop him before he takes over the world.
Doctor Who?
Dr. Faux. F-A-U-X, so it's like false in French, I guess. But The Loop. The next one is Blood on the Clock Tower. Social deduction game / murder mystery, kind of. Like just a massive amount of content. My partner and I would both love these kind of games, and we're trying to get a murder mystery kind of game or session together. And I think that'll kind of fill that niche. The next two, I'll save one for last, I guess. They both start with T. First one is Tiny Epic Dungeons.
Now we both have that.
Yeah.
Actually, isn't it delivered to me and then I give it to you?
Yeah. Well, we did the
Cheaper
double
shipping.
pledge, cheaper
Yeah.
shipping,
Yeah.
split the cost. Even though it wasn't that much, but
Yeah. Any dollar counts. Every dollar counts. Any as well.
and so I took a look, and I think they finished the production or something. They're just looking for freighting options, so hopefully they'll come before Christmas as well.
Funny thing is about Asia, you don't need freighting options. I mean, not the ships. That's why it's so easy for us to get the copies first, because even though there's a shipping crisis, most of them they just have to throw it on a truck and it'll come here.
I feel very fortunate.
Yeah, exactly. Except with the exceptions of, like, for example, too many bones when it's not produced in China, which I don't think so, then suddenly, yeah. But we can't complain. Honestly, we really can't.
No, yeah.
So sorry that I was complaining. It's like, he's playing the smallest violin in the world. Okay.
You get it 2 weeks or a month before everyone else.
Yeah,
Which is nice.
true.
And then my last one, and I think this is the game I'm most excited for as of right now, I guess. Would be,
Wait. Did you want me to do mine and then keep that for the last or not?
Sure.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a cliffhanger. Like, man, we want to hear kind talk. No. So, first of all, there's I have a Kickstarter list, right, of all the things that I've backed, and I used to have like a budget of like X amount of money per month, so that's why. And now with the shipping crisis, everything's been pushed together. All right, so keep that in mind as I read the list. So there's 2 games that I will save for last. I will say a little bit about them because it's a crazy story that you can look up yourself. But first of all, the first game is Hong Kong Summer of 2019, which has to do about the protests, which will be delivered in Belgium because I don't want to have that game here in Hong Kong when China takes over. Enough said about that. Chai High Tea, which I'm still waiting for, should be delivered, but it should have been delivered for a long time already, so very delayed. The Dungeonology expansions, the second wave, which should have arrived last year, if I'm not mistaken. Street Masters expansions, which were through Indiegogo, they're also coming, supposedly a couple of months ago as well, I think, or a month ago. Hybris, Disordered Cosmos, should be coming soon. Although no, they haven't started production yet, I think. So also very much delayed. Monsters on Board. They released some pictures, I think, recently about that the production's done and everything. So I don't think this month, but maybe next month. Mission Catastrophe was also supposed to deliver, but it also seems that they are not ready yet to deliver, but shouldn't take too long either. The Warp, which is from Belgian people, basically a shorter time Twilight Imperium style game, but also not ready yet. Project L Finesse, the expansion to Project L in the big box, also not expecting it. This is all supposed to have already arrived, right? I'm just saying it might arrive at any time.
Just keep pushing back that day.
Yeah, exactly. Because if they all arrive on the same day, my wife is going to kill me. So, Human Punishment, the beginning. That's close to delivering, I think. Into Deep as well.
From Toronto.
Yeah. Super Fantasy Brawl Round 2. I haven't heard much of them, I think. Hippocrates. I saw a lot of pictures of that in Spiel.
Oh, really?
Yeah, from Instagram pictures. So they're definitely playing it there. But, Valeria Card Kingdom's Darksworn. I think.
You backed that one.
Yeah, because I have almost everything of that.
Okay.
So Valeria Card Kingdoms. It's nice. You know, it's a beer and pretzels game, basically. Europa Universalis, The Price of Power. Shouldn't be. I think it might be another month or two, actually. So yeah, that's all of supposedly arriving in October. But yeah, you know, most Kickstarter games are heavily delayed. So yeah, there's some of them that I really look forward to. But aside from that, the two that I wanted to talk about was Onimaru and Manchukuo. They're both from the same guy who has his own company, I think. I forgot the name. But you can just type in Onimaru or Manchukuo. I'll put it here somewhere. Basically, this guy started a Kickstarter, took that money from the Kickstarter to start a new Kickstarter, and then used that money to pay for the previous Kickstarter, and start a Kickstarter to pay for the previous Kickstarter. And now only one of them is being delivered, which is the first one, Sweet Mess, if I'm not mistaken. And the other two, God knows what's going to happen to it. Okay, he gives like updates every couple of months, like, oh, we're going to send this there now, but basically people are like, I don't think we're ever going to see this. And many people believe their money is lost. Now, I just put it on my list. I hope one day it will arrive because they both look really awesome. But then, you know, anyone can use Photoshop, right? So I guess, yeah, we'll see what happens.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that sucks.
But out of all the Kickstarters I've done, 2 failures, it's okay. I guess. Yeah, always look on the bright side of life. Your last one. Enough cliffhanger.
So my last one is kind of like that 30s cartoon kind of art style. Townsfolk Tussle.
Oh, yeah.
Townsfolk Tussle.
Cut it!
There's a... I don't know why you cut it. It looks so good.
I cut because you didn't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it was pricey, and I thought if you're getting it and it ends up to be really cool, I can always get it
That's
later.
true. Yeah, that's very true.
Hopefully, somewhere. But yeah.
Yeah, Townsfolk Tussle. They just did an update today how they're just putting it all together, putting all the stuff in the boxes, and they're going to start shipping out pretty soon. So hopefully,
I'm going to be very jealous though when that arrives. Yeah, because
minis look so good.
But once again, another reason why I didn't get it is once again the gaming group.
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, I don't think it would be more. Yeah, we'll see. And solo didn't really look interesting. Sorry.
Yeah, I feel like you'd have to play a few characters to do the solo.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think it's just more fun to do it more because I like the playthroughs with more people, but the solo one was like
Boss Battler, Quackalope was saying it's like Kingdom Death, but the
funnier
prequel and different art style,
less nudity.
Yeah, yeah,
for sure.
But yeah, that's it. Townsfolk
Okay.
Tussle. That's the last one.
So this was our first weekly video. I think it's pretty long.
Yeah, I think it's pretty long as well. I don't know what the actual time is. So.
Yeah, let's see. Let's see. I think it's an hour or something. But yeah, we'll see. Maybe we'll cut it up later or whatever. I think this first one we'll just keep together, and then maybe in future times, some segments will not come every week. We'll just like swap them out.
Yeah.
See what happens with that. But anyway, if you're still with us now, or if you just fast forwarded to the end, thank you very much for fast forwarding, for watching. Yeah, and hopefully you'll check out all our videos. If you have any ideas for funny segments or games you want to play, like Mark and Adrian were asking, stuff like that, and please let us know. And a shout out to our good friend.
Oh yeah, Reiner. Boy,
yeah.
Reiner.
Yeah.
BGG.
Yeah. We always appreciate your comments.
Yeah, good feedback.
Definitely. Appreciate every single one of them.
Yeah,
that's it.
Do we want to say what we're going to be releasing next week?
Oh, I totally forgot about that. Yeah, the videos that will be coming are... I'd have to look at my phone, actually, I already know. I finished up a playthrough of Role Player Adventures, so the first tutorial scenario, basically. So that's coming, and then unboxings for a bunch of games, Dollars to Donuts, Ayla, and Something Shiny. both of those are Kickstarters, and then regular games from Amazon that I bought. Tiny Ninjas, Reef, Victorian Masterminds, and then Falling.
Under Fallen Sky.
It's here, yeah. Under Falling Skies. Yeah, true. Those. And you are?
And then I'm currently working on a how to play / overview / maybe review of Mantis Falls. I just want to get more plays in, just so I can give you guys a better review of how it plays.
Yeah, it doesn't do like me, full of mistakes.
But like, I still have a lot of mistakes.
And actually, I was stupid to say that this is it because it's not it. But we'll change that other stuff to shoutouts. But now we have to say one of the most important things of the whole video, and that is next week we'll be doing a giveaway.
Yes, giveaway.
Yeah, yes. Giveaway. So you might have noticed, and I didn't even mention that in the videos that we've made. We made a hip hop video about Dwellings of Eldervale, right? Eldervale, and I like making music, well, rapping and everything, and acting like a fool and all this stuff. So we're gonna do a giveaway of the game. We've already decided which games, but it's still a secret.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be, we're gonna make a video, you reply to the video and you say which games do you think deserve their own song. And if you're really into hip hop, you can even say which beat or whatever if you want to.
Nice. Okay.
And the worldwide will be giveaway. The giveaway will be worldwide. So even though I have burned myself multiple times in the past, Europe with their taxes, but yeah, we're going all for it. Yeah.
Excited.
So be sure to tune in next week. All right.
Yeah,
okay.
Sounds good.
This was So Many Games for the Time. My name is still and will always be Joachim.
My name is Kai.
I will see you next time. Bye-bye.
My name was...
I always say it. Even with the unboxings now, I'm always like, was, has been, will have been.
No, I know what you mean though. Just like you're stuck in like, we just did something. So I'm in the past tense right now.
Is being.
Nice.
I'll put that after that. Dum, dum, dum. And then people like stick around, they can still see it.